Hello students, Standard 8. In mathematics, today we are going to start the new chapter, cubes and cube roots. Before this we finished the chapter squares and square roots. It is just more than that related to it. It is cubes and cube roots. Before we go cube and cube roots, there is an interesting story about two great mathematicians. That are the Professor Ramanujan, S. Ramanujan. He was a mathematical genius. Once, another famous mathematician, Professor G.H. Hardy, came to visit him in a taxi whose number was 1729. Now generally some people have a habit when they like mathematics or they like to discuss about the numbers, then wherever they see the numbers, they will try to remember that number. For example, the number plates or the telephone numbers or your Aadhaar number, etc. And then they will try to remember it in the easiest way. Some of the people will see some combination in the date. For example, the sum of the date and the month will be same as the year, etc. So generally the people who love mathematics have this habit that wherever they see numbers, they will try to relate it as a special way. So here the Ramanujan, he was also a great mathematician, so wherever he see numbers, he will find something interesting about it. So now the Professor Hardy came to visit him in a taxi. And as I told you, the number of taxi was 1729. Now, while talking to Ramanujan, Hardy described this number a dull number. Professor Hardy said that 1729 is a dull number. But suddenly, Ramanujan, he replied that it is not a dull number. He said, it is very, very interesting. How? He said it is the smallest number that can be expressed as a sum of two cubes in two different ways. And he shows like that 1729 is equal to 1728 plus 1. And 1728 is the 12 cube, 1 is the 1 cube. So 1729 can be written as 12 cube plus 1 cube. And also, different way, it is written as 1000 plus 729. 1000 is the 10 cube, 729 is the 9 cube. So 1729 is the smallest such number which can be expressed as sum of two cubes in two different ways. So whatever a number is such that it can be expressed as sum of two cubes, two cube numbers by two different ways, then that numbers are known as, from that time, it is regarded as Hardy-Ramanujan number. So the other numbers are also there. There are so many, infinitely many such numbers. But 1729 is the smallest one. The others are like that. 4104. it can be written as 2 cube plus 16 cube and 9 cube plus 15 cube. You can check by yourself. Similarly, the other number is 13,832, which can be written as 18 cube plus 20 cube and 2 cube plus 24 cube. So that is the story of Hardy-Ramanujan number. So you have to remember this numbers because it can be asked in the MCQs or the fill in the blanks. So what is the Ramanujan number, Hardy-Ramanujan number? The Ramanujan number means it can be expressed as the sum of two cubes in two different ways. Now we come to our main topic of the chapter, that is cubes and cube roots. First of all, what are the cubes? In the squares we saw that when we multiply a whole number by itself 2 times, then we get the square of that number. For example, 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, so 1 square is 1. 2 multiplied by 2 is 2 square, that is equal to 4, and so on. So now here we have to extend that thing, but before that let us understand it by other way. In the shapes, 3-dimensional shapes, you already studied, like a cube in the geometry. Cube is a element, solid subject, solid object whose all the 3 dimensions are equal. Length, breadth and height are equal. Then it is known as a cube. So now if you see that if you take a cube of 1 centimeter length, breadth and height, if you take 1 centimeter length, 1 centimeter breadth and 1 centimeter height, then we know that it will make 1 cube. But if you take how many cubes of the same, that will make another cube, which have 2 sides, 2 centimeter length, 2 centimeter breadth and 2 centimeter height. Then you will need such 8 cubes. Similarly, if you want to make 3 centimeter sides, then you will need 27 cubes. So from this we can get that 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 8, 3 cube is 3 3s are 9 3s are 27, 4 cube is 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. So if a whole number is multiplied by itself 3 times, we get the cube of that number. So whatever is the number, we multiplied it by itself. How many times? 3 times. Then we get the cube of that number. For example, 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1 is 1 cube, and 1 cube is 1. Similarly, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 2 cube, and the answer is 8, and so on. Now, in the chapter number 7, squares and square roots, I mean chapter number 6, you learn that when we multiply a number by itself 2 times, then the product so obtained is known as the perfect square number or a square number. Similarly here, when we multiply any number by itself, how many times? 3 times. Then the product obtained is known as the cube number or a perfect cube. Either cube number or perfect cube. So 1 cube is 1, then 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64. So 1, 8, 27, 64 and so on. They are known as perfect cube or the cube number. There are only 10 perfect cubes from number 1 to 1000. From number 1 to number 1000. There are only 10 perfect cubes. And that you have to remember. At least from 1 to 10, you have to remember the cube of that number, which is written here. You can see that. Number is 1, then 1 cube is 1. 2 cube is 8. 3 cube is 27. 4 cube is 64. 5 cube is 125. 6 cube is 216. 7 cube is 343. 8 cube is 512. 9 cube is 729. And 10 cube is 1000. So at least if you can remember this cube of numbers from 1 to 10, it will be very, very useful in quick answers. Because sometimes when you have to find the prime factorization, then if you know that is the 7 cube or that is the 5 cube or that is the 9 cube, then it is easier for you to do that prime factorization. So at least this numbers from 1 to 10 and their cube you have to remember by yourself. Now the properties of perfect cubes. Mean there is something that you have to remember because it will be very, very useful. So there are some properties for the perfect cubes. First property, if the digit in ones place of a number is 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9, then the digit in the ones place of its cube will also be the same digit. It says that when a number have 1 in its ones place, the cube of it will also have 1. If the number has 0, then its cube will also have 0. If ones place of a number is 4, then cube of that number will also have 4 in its ones place, and so on. So if it is number is 5, then the cube also will have 5 at its ones place. So it is true only for those numbers 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. Second, if the digit in the ones place of a number is 2, the digit in the ones place of its cube is 8 and vice versa. It means that if a number has 2 at its ones place, then its cube will have 8 at the ones place, and vice versa means if a number has 8 in its ones place, then its cube will have 2 at its. For example, we know that 2 cube is 8. So 2, then answer is 8. And if you do 8 cube, you know that 8 cube is 512. It means it have 2 as the ones digit. So if a number have 2 at ones digit, the cube will have 8, and if number have 8 at the ones place, its cube will have 2 in the unit digit. Then same is the property 3, that is with number 2 and 8. 3 and 7, 2 and 8, now number 3 and 7. It means that if a number have 3 at its ones place, then its cube will have 7. For example, look here, 3 cube is 27, 13 cube is 2197. So if we have a number 3 in the ones place, its cube will have 7. Then vice versa. Vice versa means if a number has 7 at its ones place, then the cube of it will have 3 at its ones place. You can see here 17 cube is 4913 and so on. So that are the two important, that if 2 is there and in the cube there will be 8 and 8 is there, then 2 will be there. It is the easiest way. 2 plus 8 is also 10, 3 plus 7 is also 10 here, look there. So if there is a number 3 in the ones place, then its cube will have 7 and the vice versa. Now property number 4. It is same in the square and square root also was like that. That the cube of an even natural number are even. The cubes of even natural numbers are even. It means that if a number is even number, then the cube of it will also be even number. For example, 8 cube, 8 is an even number. Cube is 512, which is also even number. 12 cube is 1728. So here both are even numbers. 36 is an even number and cube of it is 46,656, which is also an even number. And 18 cube is 5,832, which is also an even number. So when we make the cube of an even number, then the answer is again an even number itself. Similarly, the property 5 is for the odd numbers. The cubes of odd natural numbers are odd. Means if a number is odd number, its cube will also be an odd number. Of odd number, like 3 cube is 27, 9 cube is 729, 13 cube is 2197, and 17 cube is 4930. It shows that here also that if a number is odd, then the cube of that number will be always odd number. So even, then cube is even, odd, then cube is also odd number. And the last property, cube of negative integer is again negative. So cubes of negative numbers is always negative. So if you make minus 4 cube, then it is not 64 but minus 64. In the square, you remember if you do the square of minus number, negative was becoming positive. The square of negative numbers was positive. But here, cube of negative number is cube. Again a negative number. So minus 4 cube is minus 64. Minus 11 cube is minus 1331 and so on. So these are the 6 main properties that you have to remember so that it is easier for the multiplication and all that answers. So here in the next session we will learn more about these things. Here we are going to finish today's session. Will be followed by the PDF file, and if any difficulties, queries, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.